Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Made Simple. I'm Amy, and I'm really happy you're here with us again today.
Hi, Amy. Hi, everyone. It's great to be back. Thanks for joining us today, friends.
We're always excited to see you here. And today, we have a super useful topic, something every beginner needs, something you can use every single day.
Yes. Today we're talking about daily routine, the things we do from morning until night. Simple actions, useful verbs, things you can say to describe your day.
Before we start, if you enjoy learning English with us, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and share it with someone who is also learning English. It helps us a lot.
Before we start, if you enjoy learning English with us, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a like and share it with someone who is also learning English. It helps us a lot.
Okay, Alex, let's start with the morning. What's the first thing you do?
Well, first, I wake up. I usually wake up around 6:30.
That's still early. I usually wake up around 7. After I wake up, I get out of bed. Yes, get out of bed is a very common phrase. After I get out of bed, I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and wash my face.
I do the same. Brush my teeth, wash my face. Super common morning actions.
Then I go to the kitchen.
Then I go to the kitchen.
Ah, yes, the kitchen. What do you do in the kitchen?
I make breakfast, usually tea and cereal.
Nice. I often have coffee and toast. Sometimes fruit, like a banana or apple.
Coffee and toast, that's a classic. After breakfast, I get dressed.
Get dressed means you choose your clothes and put them on.
Yes, and if I'm going out, I put on my shoes and maybe a jacket.
Same here. Then I leave the house and go to work.
Right. Some days I work from home, and some days I go to the office.
So, Alex, tell our listeners your full morning routine.
Sure. I wake up at 6:30. I get out of bed. I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I go to the kitchen, make tea, and have cereal for breakfast. After that, I get dressed, put on my shoes, leave the house, and go to work.
Perfect. Super clear and super useful for beginners.
So, Amy, what do you usually do during the day?
At work, I usually sit at my desk and work on my computer. I answer emails and write notes or reports.
Those are very common work actions.
Yes. And sometimes I also have meetings with my coworkers.
What about lunch?
At lunchtime, I usually have lunch. Sometimes I bring food from home. Sometimes I go out.
Nice. I usually have a sandwich or salad for lunch. Something simple.
After lunch, we go back to work until the end of the day.
Yes, and when work is done, the best part happens.
Yes, going home. After work, I usually go home and relax.
Me too. When I get home, I sometimes relax on the sofa and watch TV.
Same here. Or I cook dinner, usually pasta or soup.
Pasta is always a good idea. After dinner, I sometimes wash the dishes.
I don't love washing dishes, but yes, it has to be done.
I agree. Some nights I read a book, or I talk to my family, or I message friends.
I agree. Some nights I read a book, or I talk to my family, or I message friends.
Then, at the end of the day, I brush my teeth again.
Yes, brushing teeth is very important.
Yes, brushing teeth is very important.
I usually go a little later, around 11:30.
So today we talked about everything from morning to night. Let's review some of the useful verbs.
Here we go. Wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, leave the house, go to work, sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, write reports, have meetings, have lunch, go home, relax, watch TV, cook dinner, wash dishes, read a book, talk to family, go for a walk, listen to music, go to bed.
Such a useful list for beginners. These are all things everyone does daily.
Such a useful list for beginners. These are all things everyone does daily.
If you want, you can even write down your daily routine. It's great practice.
And remember, don't worry if you don't know all the words yet. You'll learn more and more every day.
And remember, don't worry if you don't know all the words yet. You'll learn more and more every day.
Exactly. Learning a language takes time. Be patient and celebrate your progress.
Let's continue talking about our day. We finished the morning part, so now let's move into the afternoon, a very busy time for many people.
Right. The afternoon is when work gets serious for most of us. And Amy, I know your afternoons are usually full. What do you normally do after lunch?
Well, after lunch, I usually go back to my desk and check my emails again. Many people write to me in the morning, so after lunch, I try to reply to messages and finish tasks.
Yes, I know that feeling. After lunch, I often feel a little sleepy, but I still have work to do. So I usually drink a cup of tea. It helps me stay awake.
That's a good idea. Tea is a lifesaver sometimes. And after that?
After that, I usually prepare my lessons for my students. I read articles, check vocabulary, and plan what I want to teach. Sometimes I also correct homework.
Correcting homework. That takes patience.
Yes, a lot of patience, especially when everyone makes the same mistake.
I understand. In the afternoon, I also have meetings with my team. Sometimes it's short, like 15 minutes. Sometimes it's 1 hour. We discuss projects, deadlines, and ideas.
Meetings are a big part of many jobs. And for English learners, it's also a useful word. I have a meeting. People say this every day.
Exactly. And another useful phrase is, I'm working on. For example, I'm working on a report, or I'm working on a presentation.
Yes, short and simple, but very natural. Just don't be silly and say, I'm working to be at work. That is how you know where you'll be. So, after your tea and lesson planning, what comes next, Alex?
Well, around mid-afternoon, I usually take a short break, maybe 10 minutes. I stretch, walk around, or look outside the window. It helps me relax a bit before continuing work.
I do the same. A short break makes the rest of the day easier. After that, I usually finish important tasks. For example, writing reports or preparing documents.
You're so organized.
I try, but sometimes I get distracted. Do you ever get distracted, Alex?
Every day. Sometimes I check my phone, sometimes I think about dinner, and sometimes I just look at the clock and wonder why time is so slow.
That is so relatable. I think many people feel that way in the afternoon.
So, around what time do you finish work, Amy?
Usually around 5. And you?
It depends. If I have a lot of students, I finish a bit later, maybe 6 or even 6:30.
That's a long day.
Yes, but teaching makes me happy, so I don't mind.
That's sweet. When I finish work, I usually pack my things, turn off my computer, and clean my desk. It helps me feel ready for the next day.
I like that routine. I should do that too. When I finish work, the first thing I do is put on my jacket and leave the office as fast as possible.
So you run out the door?
Not run, but almost.
All right, now let's move to the evening. I think the evening is the time when most people relax.
Yes, after a long day, the evening feels like a reward. So, what do you usually do after you get home?
When I get home, I usually take off my shoes and change into comfortable clothes. Then I drink a glass of water and sit down for a few minutes.
That sounds peaceful.
It is. After that, I usually start cooking dinner. I like making simple meals like pasta, chicken, rice, vegetables, nothing too complicated.
That sounds healthy. My evenings are a little different. When I get home, I sometimes go for a quick walk before dinner. Maybe 15 minutes. It clears my mind.
That's a nice habit. Evening walks are great.
Yes, and after that, I cook my dinner too, but sometimes I just heat leftovers. I'm not as good as you at cooking.
Hey, leftovers are great. They save time.
When do you usually eat dinner, Amy?
Around 7. What about you?
Around 7:30. After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen a bit.
I also wash the dishes, but sometimes I leave them for 10 minutes because I want to sit down first.
Honestly, same. Sometimes I tell myself I'll wash the dishes in 5 minutes, and then somehow it becomes 30 minutes.
Exactly. After all that, I usually watch something on YouTube or Netflix, just something relaxing, or I listen to a podcast.
I love doing that too. Sometimes I watch a short show, sometimes I read a book. It depends on my mood.
Do you talk to your family in the evening?
Sometimes I call my mom or my sister, just a quick chat. It makes me feel connected. And you?
I talk to my brother sometimes, or I message my friends. Even a small, "How are you?" feels nice after a long day.
Yes, those small conversations are important.
So, when does your night routine start?
Around 9:30, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready for bed. Then I relax in bed for a bit before sleeping.
That's pretty early. I usually start my routine around 10 or 10:30. I also brush my teeth, wash my face, and sometimes stretch a little.
Stretching is a good habit.
Yes, it helps my body feel relaxed before sleep. After that, I usually check my messages one last time, then put my phone away and turn off the lights.
Good idea. I try not to use my phone right before bed. It helps me sleep better.
Same. And then sleep. The best part of the day.
Absolutely.
We talked about the morning, but the day doesn't stop there. Alex, what do you usually do in the afternoon?
Well, after lunch, I usually go back to work, but sometimes I feel a little sleepy after eating. Do you feel that too?
Oh, yes. After lunch, I often feel sleepy, especially if I eat something warm. But I drink a little tea to wake myself up.
That's smart. I usually drink water, or sometimes I stand up and stretch for a minute. It helps me stay awake.
Stretching is great. And after that, what do you do? More work?
Yes. In the afternoon, I usually answer more emails or finish something important. Sometimes I have a short meeting with a coworker. What about you?
My afternoons are pretty busy. I check projects, write notes, or help students. Sometimes I help a friend with English if they need it.
Of course you do. You're good at that. And friends, this is a good time to practice simple sentences like, I have a meeting. I check emails. I finish my work.
Exactly. These sentences are easy but very useful. You can say them every day. And don't worry if your routine is different from ours. Your day is your day.
Right. Everyone's day is different. Some people work in an office, some people work at home, some people study, some people take care of family. And this is great practice for all.
So, after work, what do you do next, Alex?
I go home and relax a little. Sometimes I sit on the sofa and do absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. It feels amazing.
I understand. I do that too. I sit on the sofa, take a deep breath, and just pause. No phone, no TV, just silence.
Yes, silence is a gift. But after that, I usually make dinner. What do you like to eat for dinner, Amy?
It depends. Some days pasta, sometimes chicken and rice, sometimes just a salad if I'm not too hungry.
Sounds healthy. I try to eat healthy too, but I also love making a big sandwich. A very big sandwich.
You and your sandwiches. But friends, this is great vocabulary. I make dinner. I cook pasta. I eat with my family. Very common, very simple.
You can use these phrases every day. And the more you say them, the more natural they become.
Exactly. Don't try to be perfect. Just try to speak a little every day.
Well, friends, this was another great episode with you. Thank you for spending your time learning English with us.
Yes, thank you so much. We hope today's conversation helps you talk about your daily routine with more confidence.
And please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who also wants to learn English. It helps the channel grow, and it helps them learn too.
Exactly. And tell us in the comments, what do you do in your day? We love reading your answers.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling,
And keep learning. See you soon, friends.